you recently came into the Unity volunteer side of things. And whenever you introduced yourself, you said, "I just want smart people working in good faith to solve problems." So what did you see? How did you see that in Unity? And can you just explain what drew you to the movement?
Yeah. So I've been kind of observing and watching the movement for the past couple months. I'm part of like the Yang Gang Twitter, and half of the Yang Gang now is all like likes to hate on Unity, and I don't know. It seems like we need new type of thinking in the country. Like the same issues that we keep debating year after year, the same ones that were being talked about in 1980. Meanwhile, the reality of how people live their lives, and we're like this technological like bomb that has hit us should signal that we should be thinking about things differently when everything else about the way we live life is like so different now.
Mhm.
Um, so just the fact that like I understand the unfeasibility of it. I understand um, that it. I understand like all the objections to it, and like I agree with a lot of it of that. But like, why are we like we have what 45 days to the election or something? Like, why are we just are we seriously going to spend the next 45 days just trying to dig up the next Trump innuendo or the next person who has an accusation or find the next like Biden gaffe to laugh at or just like come up with some new piece of rhetoric why one side should be like every like should vote for or against one of these candidates. And it's like the thought of having to go through another 45 days of that is mind numbing and honestly insulting to people who want to actually like try and solve problems. So I just like the fact that this is something where people across the spectrum are talking and having interesting conversations, even if the idea may not 100% work out. Um, Even if like they made the nominations of Tulsi and Dan Crenshaw, and like even if like nominations never came out, it's like these are the types of shouldn't we be trying to like make people united, like see each other as humans now? Like they're neither side even cares about that. It's
Mhm.
like there is no one that even cares about like trying to make friends or understand another point of view. And it's just like mind boggling to me that everyone is so comfortable being on their side and in their niche and like walking like the perimeter of their own mind and like fending off any potential new information that could cause them to think that they're not smart or that they weren't right. Like we're all stuck in this like the cult of like I am right.
Mhm.
And everyone would be like so ashamed to ever go back on anything that they said or ever admit that the ideology or the thoughts that they've had for the last 10 years like might not be right because maybe it signaled that they like wasted their time or something. And I don't know. The fact that we're not trying to have good faith conversations with people across the aisle is infuriating to me. And so, I've listened to a lot of the IDW people, and like I understand the criticisms of all that, and I like most of like the things that they talk about, mostly because it is interesting and it's different. Like I don't
Mhm.
understand how someone could turn on CNN or Fox News and be like, "Yep, this is like what yeah, this is the truth. Like this is my interesting political talking points that's making me sharper as a human." And like this at least is an interesting like thought experiment at the very least that people
Mhm.
should be engaging in now. So that's kind of what drew it to me. And there's a lot of smart people involved. So.